Hey, what is up guys, Supercross Productions here, and in this video I'm going to be doing a custom minifigure showcase on the two figures I've made from the movie Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, I actually did plan to have these two done in time for the movie's release back on July 2nd, but I wasn't able to, so that's why I'm releasing the showcase video a week later, because I actually just finished Mysterio at the time I'm recording this video. I do want to say that I will be keeping the showcase spoiler-free for anyone who has not seen the movie, and I ask that you please do so in the comments below for now. But so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the showcase video. Alright, so here is Spider-Man in his new suit, and this suit was not that hard to make. It was pretty easy to do. You will notice that I did something different with the suit this time around, which is I sculpted the top of the head for the mask instead of just painting a normal head like I've done with my previous Spider-Man figures. Here is my Homecoming suit in comparison. This suit is, this figure is kind of bad, so I do plan on redoing it in a similar way to the Far From Home suit. And then I do have my Iron Spider here. It's another comparison, so you can see them side by side since Iron Spider is in the movie. But so what actually gave me the idea to do the sculpted mask was I'm currently working on a commission for someone, and they had me make them a Homecoming suit, and they wanted the mask sculpted. So I did that, and after painting the webbing and everything, it looked really good, and so I decided that for my Far From Home suit that I would do the same, carry that over and sculpt the head for my figure, and that's what I did. And you guys can see all the webbing does wrap around the whole top of the head, and the eyes are painted, and then the whole torso is painted black on the sides, the white spider logo on the back. I decided to go with metallic white for the spider logos just because it's thinner than normal white, and it just looks better. And then I painted the logo on the front of the torso, which was a little tedious to do, but it worked out. And then I've got the arms, and you can sort of see the little web shooters that are painted on the inside of each arm. And sorry, my fingers are covered in paint from working on these figures. And then the boots, the webbing does go around all four sides of the legs, and the legs can bend. The whole suit is actually painted in my own matte black, and the arms were bright red arms. If I take it off, you can see they were bright red arms. I actually decided to go with painting over the entirety of the figure. One, because the matte black looks better on the suit and matches more to the movie, gives it more of a fabric type look. And two, the red, when I painted the webbing onto the plastic, it wasn't really sticking. The lines were coming out too thick, and when I would try to shape them down a little bit, it kind of looked a mess. Plus the head was already painted in my own red. So I decided to carry that onto the whole figure. So the shoulders, the front, back, and sides of the torso, and the boots are all painted in my own red, except for the belt part down here, like where the black piece is all the way around to the back. That's actually Lego's red plastic. I didn't feel I needed to paint that since there was going to be no webs on there anyway. And then the fingers on the gloves are painted in red like he has it on the suit in the movie. And yeah, I think that's really about it for Spider-Man, and now we can move on to Mysterio. Alright, so here is Mysterio, and this figure is actually a pretty fun figure to make. He is a little under detailed because of lack of reference, but once I do get more reference for him, I will be adding some more details, because I didn't really add any details to his arm gauntlets. I didn't add any details to the back of the cape, and he has details on all those places. So I just added what I could, which was the torso armor, and I didn't know what the back looked like, so you can just see like a Ninjago torso under there, because I used the gold Ninjago torso as a base. Yeah, so starting off from the top, the dome piece was sculpted onto a normal minifigure head, and then I just sculpted a ring around the bottom of the neck. And then these little eye pieces he has on his cape, those were both sculpted and then glued on to the cape. And I can remove the dome. As you can see, it was a normal minifigure, just a yellow head. And then I do have this Jake Gyllenhaal head for Mysterio, so I can put it on him if I want to take off the dome. And the cape is painted in my own dark reddish purple, and like I said, it is removable with these little gold eye pieces, and this just gives you a better look at the armor. I'll put his head back on. Oops, did not mean to do that. But so there he is without the cape, and you can see I did try to paint as best I could the pattern on the arms that he has, and then on the legs he has like this lined pattern, so I painted that all on the legs. And then I did seal it so it doesn't scrape off when I bend the legs, which I'm hoping it doesn't scrape off over time, but yeah, I did seal it, so hopefully it doesn't get scraped. And then, like I said, the gauntlets pieces, they were removable at one point when I first sculpted them, but they kind of welded to the green paint on the arms, so they don't come off anymore, which it would have been cool if they could come off, because he does take them off in the movie. I do want to say, though, that Mysterio in Far From Home was done really, really well for his first on-screen appearance. I really enjoyed the Mysterio in Far From Home. And you can basically see all the details that I painted. He's got these little blue, like, arc reactor things, and then he had these parts on his armor that I saw from a screenshot from the trailer that were like this reddish purple color, the metallic reddish purple, so I painted those, which make the armor look really good. And that's really about it for Mysterio. I'll put his head back on, and I guess now we can go ahead and wrap up this video. Alright guys, so that about wraps up this video. I do want to say that I did really enjoy seeing Spider-Man Far From Home, and I would highly recommend those of you watching this video, if you haven't seen it, definitely go see it. It's a great Spider-Man movie. I mean, people complain about it not being like the comics, but people need to also accept the fact now that the MCU Spider-Man is not based off the comics. They're trying to do something different, and I actually enjoy watching where the story is going. I can't wait to see where Marvel takes Tom Holland Spider-Man's story next. But yeah, so a few figures that I am working on that I am trying to finish, because I do plan on trying to attend Brick Fair, Virginia next month. I'm trying to finish a bunch of projects right now. I've got Endgame and a few Spider-Man projects. I don't remember when was the last time I showed this, but here's Rescue, and I'm probably going to be skipping my June update. For now, you'll probably see it in another week or so. I know I said I was going to release it on the 1st, but I kind of forgot again, and yeah, keeping up with those things is kind of tough. But here is the Rescue armor so far. I've just got the arm gauntlet, still got to paint the other one, and the mask, and then I got to finish sculpting the armor. And then I'm also working on Fat Thor, which I do plan to finish them before Brick Fair, and I am also planning on making Morgan Stark, as well as a few others. I'm also going to try and finish my Miles Morales figure from Into the Spider-Verse, because I made Gwen like the last day of December of last year, and I was planning on making Miles to go with her to showcase them both, and I never did, and I'm going to try and finish that this month. Also picked back up on my Spider-Man PS4 Advanced suit. The spider that I painted on the torso originally looked terrible, and so I scraped off the torso paint and repainted it, and I'm going to try and attempt to paint that spider logo again, this time a little neater than before. And I also plan on finishing Mary Jane. Not sure if Miles will have a sculpted head, and the PS4 suit probably won't, but if I do ever get around to making myself a new homecoming suit, it will have a sculpted head. And if I do plan on redoing Iron Spider differently this time from how I did it, making a better one. I also plan to sculpt the head on that, but on that note, that's really about it for this video. I really hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. And bye.